Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set up a dressing routine with your child. Setting up a dressing routine is important for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's going to put more time back in your day if your child can get dressed independently. Second of all, this is a really important self-help or activity of daily living skill that your child can learn. Third of all, working on dressing works on all of those fine motor and muscle planning movements that are really important for our kiddos to learn. So the first thing to remember when you're setting up a dressing routine is all those important components of routines in general. So clear, simple, and similar every day. So what I have here is the start of a dressing routine. I'm going to use my Marshmallow Man to help me, where I have the clothes set up for success, and I would set up these clothes the same way every day. So maybe before the child goes to bed or right when they get up in the morning, you would set up the clothes the same way. What I have here is the pants on the floor with the button side, the front top up, and then I have the shirt laying down with the tag in the back. So the front of the shirt is actually laying down. That way, when a child goes to pick it up, they can pick it up and go right in from back to front, like so. They don't have to orient the shirt or figure out which is the front. We already have it set up for them. In order to teach this skill, we want to make sure that, again, we're setting things up the same way every day and we're using similar language. So I might say it's time to get dressed, or let's get dressed by yourself, or what's the first step on your visual schedule, depending on what you have in place for your student. When you're working on this, work on teaching the same skill for every time. So if we're working on pants, have them sit down, like my Marshmallow Man, in front of his pants and then just pull them up. The way you would help your child learn this skill is sitting the way I'm sitting. So most of your kiddos are really small, so you can actually sit behind them and help them. The reason this is important is because your child will see how to do things from their own perspective. If you are sitting across from them, they might be paying attention to you rather than paying attention to what it looks like to successfully put on their pants. This way also they can kind of scoot in. Again, they don't have to orient the pants, turn them front or backwards. They're already oriented for them, and they can scoot in and pull up like so. This is also a good method because you'll be able to physically help them or prompt them to pull them up if they're having trouble. So I would start with the pants first. After the pants are on, again, buttoning is a whole other skill, but you can help them with that. And then after they have their pants or their shorts on, coming over to where the shirt is, again, it's already oriented correctly, and you can use a couple different methods. I would talk to your child's teacher about how to have your child put on their shirt. If they pick it up, they could work going through the head first and then pulling the arms out, or pulling the shirt over one arm and then through the head and the other arm. So again, important tips on teaching this skill is placing the clothing the same way every day, so the routine is short and similar, prompting your student or helping them get dressed with those fine motor skills from behind so their perspective is the same. And then of course, when they're doing things with increasing independence, making sure that you're providing a ton of reinforcement, praise for them doing it correctly, and then of course helping them if they have any trouble along the way. If you have any specific questions on how to teach this skill to your individual child, please reach out to your child's teacher. Thanks.